Hello, this is my vlog 2 for Intro to Sociology. I will be answering questions 3 and 4 of our prompt. Question 3 asks, according to what is racial domination, what is the difference between ethnicity and race? So what I found from the text is that ethnicity is a shared lifestyle informed by cultural, historical, religious, and national affiliations, whereas race is a characteristic based on phenotype, ancestry, and race is constructed based on social and historical context. So the second part of the question, what is your race and what is your ethnicity? So my race is my race is white and my ethnicity is European American. The authors wrote that race and ethnicity are both marked and made. What does that mean? And how is my race both marked and made? So in my experience, my race is marked and made because I was raised in a society where me and my family were considered white, and additionally my family practices Irish and other European traditions. Because of this, I am considered a person from European descent. The last part of this question is, does my race and or ethnicity shape my identity? I feel that my race and ethnicity shape my identity because I was raised a certain way, and by my parents who had the same race and ethnicity as I do, and because of this, I'm shaped to be like them to a certain extent. Also, people might treat me different because of my race or ethnicity, so I feel that that definitely shapes my identity. And for question 4, first asks, according to racial domination, what are the fallacies of racism? So based off the text, the 5 fallacies of racism are individualistic fallacies, legalistic fallacies, tokenistic fallacies, ahistorical fallacies, and fixed fallacies. So I'm going to pick 3 of these and give definitions and give examples for each. So first one, individualistic fallacies. Individualistic fallacies is a belief that a single person's thoughts may be racist, and that racism is thoughts that a single racist person can have. An example of this type of fallacy would be assuming a negative thought about a person simply because of their race or ethnicity. A legalistic fallacy is when people believe that racism will go away simply because a law is passed that prohibits racist behaviors or discrimination. So an example of this would be back in the 60s, people thought that racism and discrimination against African Americans would end because of the Civil Rights Act, whereas that actually didn't happen. Racism didn't end. The third example, fixed fallacies. Fixed fallacies is the idea that racism exists and will never be resolved. It will keep on existing. An example of this would be a person who does not think racism will end in our society because it's so prevalent and it exists so commonly, and therefore it cannot be stopped. So for the end of this vlog, I'm going to ask you guys 2 questions based off of the text we read. So the first question will be, considering that ethnicity can be marked and made based off of the text from What is Discrimination, what do you guys think needs to be changed in our society's mindset to positively change prejudice towards certain ethnic groups? And for my second question, I want you guys to answer, given the fallacies of racism, which fallacy is more destructive to minorities and which fallacy is least destructive to minorities? So in other words, which fallacy has the greatest effect on people and which fallacy has an effect but not as great as an effect toward minorities in terms of racism. Thank you guys. Have a good day.